Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's write some more Leetcode today. Today we are solving find the number of distinct colors among the balls. So the problem states that we are given an integer limit and a 2D array called queries. And for each query in queries, it will be in the form of x and y, and x will be a ball and y will be a color. So each query, it will set the ball x to color y. And after each query, we need to find the number of distinct colors that is among the balls. And in the end, we will return an array called result, where result at index I will denote the number of distinct colors after the ith query. So if we look at this example, and by the way, white does not count as the distinct color. So if you look at this example, right here 1 has color 4, right here 2 has color 5, right here 1 has the color 3, and right here 3 has the color 4. So if we see the steps, at this step it has 1 color, at this step it has 2 distinct color, at this step it has 2 distinct color because 1 changed from the color 4 to 3, and at the final step 3 has the color 4, so now we have 3 distinct colors. So now that we have seen the examples, let's get to how we can solve this problem. So we can solve this problem by setting up 2 hash maps. One will be called ball map and one will be called color map. So the ball map will consist of all the colors that the ball has, and the color map will consist of all the balls that has the certain color. So I think the important part here is if we look at these 2 queries, we see that ball 1 is changing from color 4 to color 3. So on the ball map, it should be pretty simple, right? The key will be 1 and the value will just change from 4 to 3. However, in the color map, we will have to delete the key 4. So we have to delete the color 4 and then add the color 3. So that would be the more tricky part. We cannot just add the color 3 and leave the color 4 there, because we are going to add the number of distinct colors to the resulting array after each query. And we find the number of colors by finding the length of the color map. So if we don't delete the colors, then we will have the round number of distinct colors. So let's go over this example. So for the first query, ball 1 will have the color 4. So 4, 1, and 1 is linked to have the color 4. So we currently have 1 distinct color. After the second query, 2 now has the color 5, so we have 2 distinct colors now. After the third query, 1 now has the color 3, and the color 3 is linked to 1, so we deleted the color 4. So there is still 2 distinct colors. Now after the last query, ball 3 has the color 4, so now we have 3 distinct queries. And by the way, we calculate the number of distinct colors by finding the length of the color map. So that's how we find the number of distinct colors at each query. And this is our result. So the time complexity of this problem would be O of n, where n is the number of queries, because we will have to loop through the queries array. And the space complexity will also be O of n, where n is the number of queries, because the color map and ball map can take up to n space. So now let's get to the coding part. So first we set up the resulting array, and we can set up the 2 hash maps. So ball map is default dict of int, and the color map is the default dict of list. So now we can set up the for loop. So for ball and color in queries, we're looping through queries, and if the ball is in ball map, we need to make sure we remove the ball from the color map. So ball map of ball dot remove ball. And if the color key now has no values because the color is removed, then we need to make sure we delete the color key. So delete color map of ball, which is the color. And now we can set the color of ball map. So ball map of ball is equal to color, and we can set the color map of color dot append ball, because it's a list, default dict list. And now we can append the length of the color map to the resulting array, and after the for loop we can return the result. Let's see if it works. Okay, perfect. Hope this was helpful. Thank you all for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave it down in the comment section, and I hope to see you all again soon.